Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro, GOIH, Portuguese pronunciation, k'r-tjnh-ʁuഃnatože. Born the 5th of February 1985, is a Portuguese professional footballer who plays for Spanish club Real Madrid and the Portugal national team. He is a forward and serves as captain for Portugal. In 2008, he won his first Ballon d'Or and FIFA World Player of the Year awards. He then won the FIFA Ballon d'Or in 2013 and 2014. In 2015, Ronaldo scored his 500th senior career goal for club and country. Often ranked as the best player in the world, Ronaldo was named the best Portuguese player of all time by the Portuguese Football Federation during its 100th anniversary celebrations in 2015. He is the only player to win 4 European Golden Shoe awards. One of the most marketable athletes in sport, in 2016 Forbes named Ronaldo the world's best paid athlete. In June 2016, ESPN ranked him the world's most famous athlete. Ronaldo began his club career playing for Sporting CP before signing with Manchester United aged 18 in 2003, after winning his first trophy, the FA Cup. During his first season in England, he helped United win 3 successive Premier League titles, a UEFA Champions League title, and a FIFA Club World Cup. By age 23, he had received Ballon d'Or and FIFA World Player of the Year nominations. He was the world's most expensive player when he moved from Manchester United to Real Madrid in 2009 in a transfer worth €94 million, $132 million. In Spain, he has since won 1 La Liga title, 2 Copas del Rey, 2 Champions League titles, and a Club World Cup. Ronaldo holds the record for most goals scored in a single UEFA Champions League season, having scored 17 goals in the 2013-14 season. In 2014, Ronaldo became the fastest player to score 200 goals in La Liga, which he accomplished in his 178th La Liga game. He is the only player in the history of football to score 50 or more goals in a season on 6 consecutive occasions. In 2015, Ronaldo became the all-time top goal scorer in the UEFA Champions League, and he also became Real Madrid's all-time leading goal scorer. He is the second highest goal scorer in La Liga history behind his perceived career rival Lionel Messi. Ronaldo made his international debut for Portugal in August 2003 at the age of 18. He is Portugal's most capped player of all time with 130 caps, and has participated in 7 major tournaments: 4 UEFA European Championships 2004, 2008, 2012 and 2016, and 3 FIFA World Cups 2006, 2010 and 2014. He is the first Portuguese club career Sporting CP at age 16. Ronaldo was promoted from Sporting's youth team by first-team manager Laszlo Balloni, who was impressed with his dribbling. He subsequently became the first player to play for the club's under-16, under-17, and under-18 teams, the B team and the first team, all within 1 season. A year later, on the 7th of October 2002, Ronaldo made his debut in the Primeira Liga against Moreirense and scored 2 goals in their 3-0 win. Over the course of the 2002-03 season, his representatives suggested the player to Liverpool manager Gerard Houllier and Barcelona president Joan Laporta. Manager Arsene Wenger, who was interested in signing the winger, met with him at Arsenal's grounds in November to discuss a possible transfer. Ronaldo came to the attention of Manchester United manager Alex Ferguson in August 2003, when Sporting defeated United 3-1 at the inauguration of the Estadio José Albaide in Lisbon. His performance impressed the Manchester United players, who urged Ferguson to sign him. Ferguson himself considered the 18-year-old one of the most. Ronaldo became Manchester United's first ever Portuguese player when he signed before the 2003-04 season. His transfer fee of £12.24 million made him, at the time, the most expensive teenager in English football history. Although he requested the number 28, his number at Sporting, he received the number 7 shirt, which had previously been worn by such United legends as George Best, Eric Cantona, and David Beckham. Wearing the number 7 became an extra source of motivation for Ronaldo, who stated that his goal was to establish himself among the world's best players within the next 3 years. A key element in his development during his time in England proved to be his manager, Alex Ferguson, of whom he later said, "He's been my father in sport. One of the most important and influential factors in my career." Ronaldo made his debut in the Premier League in a 4-0 home victory over Bolton Wanderers on the 16th of August 2003, receiving a standing ovation when he came on as a 60th minute substitute for Nicky Butt. His performance earned praise from George Best, who hailed it as undoubtedly the most exciting debut he had ever seen. Ronaldo scored his first goal for Manchester United with a free kick in a 3-0 win over Portsmouth on the 1st of November. 3 other league goals followed in the second half of the campaign, the last of which came against Aston Villa on the final day of the season, a game in which he also received his first red card. Ronaldo ended his first season in English football by scoring the opening goal in United's 3-0 victory over Millwall in the FA Cup final. Earning his first trophy at the start of 2005, Ronaldo played 2 of his best matches of the 2004-05 season, producing a goal and an assist against Aston Villa and scoring twice against rivals Arsenal. After scoring 4 goals in United's run to the FA Cup final, he played the full 120 minutes of the decisive match against Arsenal, which ended in a goalless draw, and scored his attempt in the lost penalty shootout. Although not yet a prolific goal scorer, Ronaldo scored 3 braces during the next campaign, the 2005-06 season, scoring 2 goals each against Bolton Wanderers, Fulham, and Portsmouth. He scored Manchester United's 1,000th Premier League goal on the 29th of October, their only strike in a 4-1 loss to Middlesbrough, midway through the season in November. He signed a new contract which extended his previous deal by 2 years to 2010. As he felt his time at the club was important for the development of his career, Ronaldo won his second trophy in English football, the Football League Cup, after scoring the 3rd goal in United's 4-0 final victory over Wigan Athletic. During his 3rd season in England, Ronaldo was involved in several incidents. He had a 1-match ban imposed on him by UEFA for a one-finger gesture towards Benfica fans, and was sent off in the Manchester Derby, a 3-1 defeat, for kicking Manchester City's former United player Andy Cole. Ronaldo clashed with a teammate, striker Ruud van Nistelrooy, who took offense at the winger's showboating style of play. Following a training ground fight in January 2006, the two again fought in May, with Van Nistelrooy telling Ronaldo to "go crying to your daddy," a reference to Ronaldo's relationship with assistant manager Carlos Queiroz. Van Nistelrooy was left on the substitutes bench for the final game of the season against Charlton Athletic, a 4-0 victory, in which Ronaldo scored his 9th league goal, and was subsequently sold by the club. Following the 2006 FIFA World Cup, in which he was involved in an incident where club teammate Wayne Rooney was sent off, Ronaldo publicly asked for a transfer, lamenting the lack of support he felt he had received from the club over the incident. United, however, denied the possibility of him leaving the club, although his World Cup altercation with Rooney resulted in Ronaldo being booed throughout the 2006-07 season. It proved to be his breakout year, as he broke the 20-goal barrier for the first time and won his first Premier League title. An important factor in this success was his one-to-one training by first-team coach René Meulenstein, who taught him to make himself more unpredictable, improve his teamwork, call for the ball, and capitalize on goal-scoring opportunities rather than waiting for the chance to score the aesthetically pleasing goals for which he was already known. His upturn in form was showcased in November when he received a standing ovation from a section of Blackburn Rovers supporters as he was substituted. He scored 3 consecutive braces at the end of December against Aston Villa, a victory which put United on top of the league, Wigan Athletic. And reading, Ronaldo was named the Premier League Player of the Month in November and December, becoming only the 3rd player to receive consecutive honors, 2007-09. Collective and individual success at the quarter-final stage of the 2006-07 UEFA Champions League. Ronaldo scored his first ever goals in the competition, finding the net twice in a 7-1 victory over Roma. He subsequently scored 4 minutes into the first semi-final leg against Milan, which ended in a 3-2 win, but was marked out of the second leg as United lost 3-0 at the San Siro. He also helped United reach the FA Cup final, putting them 2-1 up against Watford, but the decisive match against Chelsea ended in a 1-0 defeat. Ronaldo netted the only goal in the Manchester derby on the 5th of May 2007, his 50th goal for the club, as Manchester United claimed their first Premier League title in 4 years. As a result of his performances, he amassed a host of personal awards for the season. He won the Professional Footballers Association's Players Player, Fans Player, and Young Player of the Year awards, as well as the Football Writers Association's Footballer of the Year award, becoming the first player to win all 4 main PFA and FWA honors. His club wages were concurrently upgraded to £120,000 a week, £31 million total, as part of a 5-year contract extension with United. Ronaldo scored a total of 42 goals in all competitions during the 2007-08 season, his most prolific campaign during his time in England. His first goal of the season came against his former club, Sporting, with a header in the first group match of the Champions League. He missed 3 matches after headbutting a Portsmouth player at the start of the season. An experience, he said, taught him not to let opponents provoke him, but still managed to score 13 lead goals by the campaign's midway point. At the end of 2007, 4 years after proclaiming his desire to become one of the world's best players, Ronaldo achieved his goal when he was named runner-up to Kaká for the Ballon d'Or, as voted for by sports journalists, and came 3rd, behind Kaká and Lionel Messi, in the running for the FIFA World Player of the Year award, as determined by international managers and captains. Ronaldo scored his first and only hat-trick for Manchester United in a 6-0 win against Newcastle United on the 12th of January 2008, bringing United up to the top of the Premier League table a month later. On the 19th of March, he captained United for the first time in a home win over Bolton, and scored both goals of the match. His second goal was his 33rd of the campaign, which bettered George Best's total of 32 goals in the 1967-68 season, thus setting the club's new single-season record by a midfielder. Ronaldo scored his final league goal of the season from the penalty spot in the title decider against Wigan on the 11th of May, as United claimed a second successive Premier League title. His 31 league goals earned him the Premier League Golden Boot, as well as the European Golden Shoe, which made him the first winger to win the latter award in the knockout stage of the Champions League. Ronaldo scored the decisive goal against Lyon, which helped United advance to the quarter-finals 2-1 on aggregate, 100, and while playing as a striker, scored with a header in the 3-0 aggregate victory over Roma, 101, despite him missing a penalty in the first leg against Barcelona, 102. United eventually advanced to the final in Moscow, where they faced Chelsea, 103. His opening goal was negated by an equalizer as the match ended in a 1-1 draw. But although his penalty was saved in the shootout, 104, Manchester United emerged victorious 105-106 as the Champions League top scorer. Ronaldo was named the UEFA Club Footballer of the Year 107. He additionally received the FIFA Players Player of the Year and FWA Footballer of the Year awards for the second consecutive season. 108-109. As rumors circulated of Ronaldo's interest in moving to Real Madrid, 110-111, United filed a tampering complaint with governing body FIFA over Madrid's alleged pursuit of their player. But they declined to take action. 112-113, FIFA President Sepp Blatter asserted that the player should be allowed to leave his club, describing the situation as modern slavery. 114. Despite Ronaldo publicly agreeing with Blatter, 115-116, he remained at United for another year. 117-118-119, ahead of the 2008-9 season. On the 7th of July, he underwent ankle surgery. 120, which kept him out of action for 10 weeks. 121, following his return, he scored his 100th goal in all competitions for United with the first of 2 free kicks in a 5-0 win against Stoke City on the 15th of November. 122, which meant he had now scored against all 19 opposition teams in the Premier League at the time.